So,
Welcome. Drew is about to walk us through the project management aspect of our digital makerspace. Oh, hi, Mackenzie. Is that who that is? Yeah.
Hi, I was having computer issues and I had to keep leaving the meeting. So I'm here. Sorry I'm late.
hello.
Welcome. No problem.
Welcome.
So what we were thinking of doing was Drew was going to walk us through how to use the project management, because that's the one part that we don't have recorded. And then we can stop recording and just do any general questions and answers. Is that okay with you, Mackenzie? Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So to get to the project management area, what you want to do is go to the side menu, then go to Workspace, and go to Project Manager. And click that. Now, once you click that, you have these different projects and they're invite only. So you can only see the project that you're invited to. And admins are able to see all of the projects that's currently open. So if you want to,
Why don't you start a new project? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, maybe a little bug there. Okay. Demo project.
Wait, how did you get to that? You just click the X?
Yeah. And for the moment being as well too, only admins can create the projects.
Oh,
unless we make them like a free-for-all open where everybody has access to every project. So at the moment, that's how the plugin works. And so it's either all or nothing.
Okay. Got it.
So you can type in some.
Since if people can't create their own projects,
what we do is we for like like another client that we do, we based on the project management area. We have like a little message. It's like a little message that'll be up top here. That'll say if you want to start a project, submit this contact form, and either we can have it shoot to all the admins or just me or you.
That'd be great.
And that way you get like some kind of alert that someone want to start a project.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So again, to get started, to create a new project, you just want to click the start button. The plus button. You can add coworkers to it as well too. Sometimes you can type in their first name. If it doesn't come up, you want to use their username. So I'm just going to invite you, Ashley, as an example. You have 3 different user types in the project management area. You have the manager. The manager kind of controls the entire project. The coworker, the manager has like mostly all the permissions for the project. The coworker can see private tasks, and the client cannot see private tasks, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, say when you add somebody to the project, you want to notify them, you want to click that. Now click add new project. And now you have your new project. This little pencil icon, if you want to update your project, like change the name or add some more details, or if you want to add like some other, coworkers, you can do that here. Now you can also add different project categories if you want to. You do that in the back end. That's how you can filter the project. So say you have like 100 projects. This is like a great way to filter them by adding categories. But that's what admins can do. Okay, so you have these different tabs here when you're in the project manager. So activity is kind of like the feed where you can see everything that's happening. So as you can see, I created a project. But the first thing I would do when starting a project is go into milestones. Because the milestones help you basically, it makes it easier to connect to-do lists to the milestones, and you'll be able to see your progress of your project. So let's add a milestone, demo milestone 1. Now you want to add a due date. So let's say this milestone was due February 10th, and details about details about project. Now, again, if I click private, only the manager and coworker can see it. If you add a client, so a client can be, for example, like say if somebody wants to invite, I know we was talking about having different user, like memberships or user types, like you have like journeyer, then like someone that can assist somebody. So say if someone wanted to add a new project, add a new person to a project, but they can't see like certain tasks, they will mark them as a client, then make this private, and only the coworker and manager will see this milestone. So I'm gonna leave it unprivate for them. I'm gonna leave it public for a moment. So once I add the milestone, now I want to add some to-do lists and some to-dos connected to the milestone. And as you can see how much time you have left to complete this milestone. So I'm gonna go to to-do list now. So first to-do list, so to-do list 1. Now I want to connect this to-do list to a milestone, which I'll show you why in a moment. Now you have a to-do list. Now it's time to start adding some to-dos to it. So task 1, the due date is February 5th. Now, remember when you added people to the project, you can assign tasks to people. So say I want to assign this task to Ashley. Again, if I want to make it private, only the coworker and manager will see it. But if I add this to do and I assign it to Ashley, when I click add this to do, it's going to shoot her an email as well too. Now, when I created that task, you see that a little icon, a time icon popped up. This is how you'll be able to track your time. So you click start. And even if you close the page out, it will still keep on running. You might want to come back and stop it if you want to track your time, in a measurable amount. So stop.
Hey, Drew, what happens if you forget to stop it?
It'll keep going.
Can you manually go back and tweak it?
Yes. So I'm gonna show you that in a moment. So to do that, you'll click to the task link. Oops, that wasn't. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be there. Did I save that to-do list? Sorry about that. Okay. Project manager. Okay. There we go. So you saw I did that 15 seconds there. You forgot to push stop and it's still running, or say you forgot to push stop and it says 4 hours instead of 15 seconds. I can delete it and add a manual time log. So start time, I started, on the 3rd. Oops. Let me move this up. Start time. It was on, the 29th. I did, from 7 a.m. to now. Click done. Oops, done. So that's the start time and the end time. You add the end time here. So let's say it's 10. Done. Add entry. Now that's how you add a manual entry. And add entry. Okay, so it's logged, so you need to do a refresh. There we go. So that's how you do a manual entry. But this is how, if you click a task link, you can kind of track on how much time went towards that task by clicking that link. So let me go back to the to-do list. And you can add more to-dos as well too. So task 2, due date, assign it to myself or whoever. Now you have.
I'm sorry, can I just clarify something? So you said you can have the task clock running while you're working on a project, or you can go back in and add it, right?
Yes. So say I'm gonna go to different. You saw I click start, so I'm gonna go to the news feed and come back and show you how it's still running. So let's go back real quick. Little project. To-do list. See, I was still running, so I'm gonna stop it now. Now, again, I was talking about milestones and to-do lists. I'm gonna go back to the milestone to show you why you want to connect your to-do list to milestones. So say if one of us completed one of those tasks, you'll start seeing like the progress bar move up. And you start getting a scope on how, a larger scope on, where you're at as far as the progress of your project. You can also send messages to each other. So say I want to send, a message to Ashley, a content here, and say this message is connected to a milestone. So say the milestone was creating a website, I want to alert Ashley about this. Add a message. That's going to shoot an email to her too, but it's also going to serve as like a central place for, the communication between the project team. So if I go back to activity, you'll start to see the different stuff show up here. Now, also in messages, you can attach files to them. So I'm going to add another one real quick. So message 2. I'm going to add some content here. Oops. It's connected to a milestone. Now, let me add a picture. All right, so I'm going to attach this. Now, once I add this message, when I go to the files area, that's where it's like a repository of all the attached files that you added in the project. You also get to see like like right here in this area, like, the info, everything that's going on in the project if you don't want to click activity. In the settings area, you can change the settings. So you can have different permissions. So you can, if you want a client or like, a third party to view private messages or tasks, they can do that. If you don't want coworkers to see private stuff, you can remove that as well too. So you can change all the settings here. And another thing with the project manager is if you go to project manager and you have my tasks and work calendar, if you click my tasks, it's only going to show the task that's assigned to you. So you have current tasks, you have outstanding tasks. So say, your task is not completed on time, it'll move to this area here. And anything you complete will go to this area. So when you click a box, that's completing it. And that will send an email to all the team members that task is completed. But in here too, I can track my time as well too. So that's the my task area. Then you also have like the calendar. So you can get like a visual layout or visual scope on the stuff you're doing. So you can see it by month. You can see it by week. And you also can see it by day. And you can change the calendar or you can change the month as well too. And yeah, that's just a simple walkthrough of the project manager. Any questions so far?